All right. Welcome to the call. Welcome. How is everybody today? Yes, I know you was expecting Kirk, and he's having some technical issues. So he asked me to pop on and say hello while he's trying to figure out what to do. So good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are around the world. It is September the 12th, and it is 2 o'clock New York time, and I'm David Cutler. I'm going to be your host for the next few minutes. I do have a follow-up call we're going to be doing about team building that is going to be starting this afternoon, just so you know. I believe that's in about an hour from now. Justin, please verify that we're doing that at 3 p.m. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, good. So we do have a team building that we're going to be doing in about an hour from now, guys. So we're not sure exactly what's going on with Kirk at the moment. I know there's some difficulties he's having trying to get the connection. So, guys, we're going to talk about the AAP program right now. And I am not actually got anything prepared or even thought about it. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what I'm doing and what's working for me. Obviously, one of the biggest things is visual nowadays, more than anything. I think if you look at all the statistical data that's out there from Google and anybody else in the world, everybody agrees a picture or a video is the way to go. Now, we know that emails are dropping off tremendously. They've dropped over 40% response in the last 3 months, quote Google. And what's the biggest thing that's coming up is text messaging. And text messaging is the way to get through to people. Now, there's a problem with that, text messaging trying to get through to AAP stores, because most businesses are still using the conventional phone line. Additionally to that conventional phone line is, the owners don't want to put out their cell phone knowledge. So one of the best ways to find them numbers is going into their LinkedIn account that you can get at LinkedIn. And not everybody, and I'm going to say it's a lower percentage rather than a higher percentage, actually have their mobile device numbers shown. But what you can do, and it's happened to me this week, until I've just changed it, sometimes they'll have their postings, which they do up on Facebook. And you go to a Facebook posting and look at their profile, and you can sometimes catch their phone number from their Facebook page. The same can happen in some of their other accounts. So, accidentally they put it up and they thought their phone number. So that's number one. Now, an AAP, you got a real small time frame to get their attention. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you anything else. It's all about money. It's not about the cause. Nobody really cares about the cause when it comes to people's businesses. And sometimes I tell people things and they come back and say, wow, Dave, I'm surprised you said that. Well, it's that person's business model is for him or she to make profit in their business. They don't care about what we're doing. So they've automatically got a guard up. There's no doubt about it. So you've got to have your opening statement down pat that goes straight into talking about how they can benefit for it. Now, there's an old tale that everybody says, it's too good to be true. You got to be careful on that, because I've already had this backfire onto me. Like, oh, so you're going to give me money. I don't have to collect any money. I don't have to do customer service. All them necessary ingredients you have to put in to get their attention is fine. But as soon as you start moving into saying, okay, and we have a referral bonus, and the referral bonus is this, and then you move into the next subject, that can be, people can participate in different opportunities to $50 million pool, etc. You can't do that on that initial call. You got to break that up to a separate call. So it's very, very important, guys, that you don't overtalk yourself on that initial call. It has happened to me where, as a typical salesperson, that I wanted to keep giving and giving and giving. Eventually got to the stage where they said, well, no, it's not for me. And when I've asked why not, there's nothing wrong with you asking questions as well when you have somebody on the phone with the AAP. Do I think it works under emails? I've sent out over 100,000 emails to businesses B2B and good qualified lists that we spent money on. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you. The result, even though the open result is good to get the open, the click-through is sometimes not as good as normal, but to get a response, somebody back from an AAP is extremely difficult. And here's why. And I'm just being honest with everybody. I most probably opened over 150 emails this morning. And there were 3 or 4 of them that caught my attention. And I was kind of, okay, well, that's cool. I'll do it later. Well, guess what? I'd done the same scenario yesterday and didn't go back to that email. So the downside with an email is very simple. You know, if there's enough in it that gets their attention that they can do it at the right time, then it's worth it. But if you're going to email somebody in the morning, and let's say it's a gas station, for example, that gas station's busy hours from 5:30 in the morning to most probably 9:30. You know, there's about a 4-hour window in the morning, everything from business, construction workers going to work to the mum coming home from dropping off the kids at school. So you got that window in the morning. You got the same window in the evening, starts in 3 o'clock in the afternoon and typically goes for about 7 o'clock at nighttime. So there's 2 times when gas stations are extremely busy. If you're going to go and email somebody in that time frame, then you're going to find that the results are going to be a lot lower. They may open that email, but they may not go any further and just opening the email. So why do I say use a mobile phone? Well, you can text them or you can call them. I still believe in calling people. I'm old style, I'm old fashioned, I'm an old guy, but I actually believe by picking up the phone and talking to somebody. Now, a lot of people don't like to talk to people on the phones. Well, then use the option of texting somebody and let them know that there's a new product in town. We're looking for individual stores who may qualify. Okay, well, when you got to qualify, there's no business owner in the world that doesn't think he can't qualify. His ego or her ego is higher than a normal person because they own a business. So therefore, when you use certain words in sending a text message out and talking about qualifying, that gets their interest to say, okay, well, what's this about? The no customer service is most probably no interactive with the customers or customer service with your employees, no time wasted. That's a big deal. When we done our survey 7, 8, 9 years ago, when we had people standing outside different 7-Elevens, mobile gas stations, mobile as in mobile, the gas company, Mobile, whatever you want to pronounce it, Shell, and some of the other ones, we found that one of the biggest problems with lottery tickets and scratch-off tickets was time being wasted with the clerk in the business. And it was a high percentage. I don't know exactly. I can't remember what the number was. But there's a lot of people that will buy a scratch-off ticket, and right there at the counter, they will scratch it off to see if they've won. And it's happened to me. I've seen it with my own eyes, so I know it happens. So time is a big deal. That when you're presenting the AAP program, there is no effect to their employees, no additional time that's got to be required. So again, in the text format, if you're going to text them directly, then you want to keep that out and say if you have an interest. Now, do you want to send them to a video link? First of all, you know, I'm a guy that believes in tracking everything you can do. The only way you know if something's happening, if you could see that if it tracked. So if you're going to put in a text message, most probably get one of the free Bitly accounts that anybody can get. I think you can get them all over the world, that allows you to have a link so you know if somebody's clicked on that link inside that text message. Also, guys, if you're texting somebody, if it's a spam text, means it's just gone out to millions of people or thousands of people, it will automatically have on the bottom the opt-in. So I'm going to tell you that, you know, the law states you have to give them an option if you're spamming them. But if you can contact anybody and you introduce yourself, then you're going to get away with one legitimate text. If you're going to go out and text 5 times a day, then make sure you got opt out at the bottom, reply with a opt out. So again, reaching out to the store is the key thing, is getting the store owner on the call. That's more priority than anything else you can do. Now, that's just my little 2 pennies worth of input. Sorry to waste your time if you didn't think it was interesting, but I see Kirk's here, and he's the main man. He's the manager running this division. So Kirk, why don't you come on? I just filled in. I told him you had some internet or connection problems. So I am going to hand it over to you if you're ready to come on, and I will come back in about 45 minutes on a new call. The new call, by the way, is a different link. Make sure you do that. It's about team building, guys. And I'm just going to tell you the way I do it. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be good for you, but that's how I'm going to do it. So, Kirk, I just give a quick little bit what I do. Go to LinkedIn, get phone numbers, phone numbers, texts, and emails are down. So just, stuff we've talked about, and I'll leave it to you, brother.
Fantastic. Thank you. I heard the advice, and they should heed it wisely because timing is everything, and you want to be a positive effect, not a negative. So thank you, Dave, for all the.
Cool, brother. All right. Good luck, Cam. We'll talk later, man. Take care.
Very good. Guys, whenever our COO is talking, you want to pay attention because obviously he's got a huge background with a lot of success, and this is one area that is right in line with that. Is timing is key. We want to be a blessing to these people. We don't want to be a burden. And your first impression, you only get one chance to make a first impression. So when he's talking about the timing for convenience stores, gas stations, that makes a lot of sense. You want to go in there when your likelihood of getting a hold of them is high. So review those notes. Now, another thing that Paul and I discussed the last time we did one of these trainings was waiting rooms. And I want to keep this short and concise and then answer questions if there are any, because you can go to avazoo.com/AAP. And if someone can put that in the chat, that would be great. But we want to focus on how you guys can have success, because as Paul, Dave, myself have been telling you, this is the program that's going to allow you to be blessed by being a blessing to these businesses. And it doesn't have to be the large conglomerates. As a matter of fact, I would start with smaller businesses. And going off of what we talked about yesterday, the last time we did a training, is waiting rooms. I was talking about my mechanic and how many people were sitting around in his waiting room. I mean, these people are, that's just to me, that's a great idea, is going to an auto repair location, and especially the mechanical side where they don't know what they're getting into. The auto body, they kind of know how much time things are going to take. And it's pretty evident. But when you go to an auto repair where they're working on your engine or your air conditioning or your brakes or one of those type places, even a tire, shop, any place where the customers have to wait, I think this could be a home run. I don't know who else is on the call. Paul or Justin want to chime in, but that's where I would start to rack my brain. And it's not going to be a difficult sale because these people aren't already doing, as far as most of them that I'm aware of here in the United States, and I don't know other parts around the world, but for example, an auto repair shop, they're not normally distributing lottery tickets that I'm aware of. So you've got a fresh new opportunity for someone and you're solving a problem for them. Instead of people now complaining that they have to wait for their car, they can be talking about this opportunity in Avazoo. And, it'd be a good place for you whenever their busiest times are to go in there and sit and maybe be a troubleshooter, problem solver for people. As we just got done with earlier training, we've got this sign up system, the KYC and all the information that Avazoo requires to conform with our guidelines and to make sure, that we're in compliance with the regulator. We've tried to really simplify that, and our guys have done a beautiful job, everyone that works in that department, as far as making the steps that prevent you from going further until you've completed a step. Then it allows you to go to the next step. It just made it very, very simple and hopefully more effective. That said, if you go to an auto repair place where people are waiting, you've got customers for that business that are anxious, you can, go in there and offer this to those owners. And then you might even go in there and plop yourself down in a busy time and start the communication. Help create the banner for this owner. You go in there and point to it and say, has anybody done this? What, are you familiar with it? What is it all about? Or you go in a different approach and anyway, this is an idea. I'm not going to give you all the details. We want creativity. We want you to figure out, and then, come back on here and let us know how it went. Guys, avazoo.com/AAP. If Paul or Justin's here and can pull that screen up for me, if that's a possibility.
Hey, Kirk, I can do that.
Thank you, Justin. I appreciate it. And do you need your stuff? If you have, if you can pull that up for me. And if you have any questions that come up, please let me know.
Sure.
And what are your thoughts on waiting rooms or different areas where customers are already, they're at that particular business and they're waiting for help or waiting for their, their vehicle. I don't know where else, maybe getting their teeth cleaned. That may not be a good idea, but I would think, we're a non-conventional business, and I don't know that we necessarily need to go head to head against the conventional lottery ticket sales. I mean, certainly that's an option, but I would think these other places where there are a lot of customers and they happen to be waiting, we're resolving a problem for them. So now they're talking about something that's exciting. Meanwhile, we're giving the business an opportunity to be involved in humanity, helping humanity with a, philanthropic endeavor like Avazoo. And I don't know, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I think that's really a great opportunity to start that discussion, like get that engagement. And yeah, I think that's a really good place to start.
And I think especially for people that might be have a little trepidation or might be a little fearful of going to talk to someone, you're talking to somebody who has got a problem that you can really solve. And then on top of that, you're allowing them to be involved in philanthropy and to make 5% commission. It's just really win, 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 win.
Yeah.
As opposed to Okay, great. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate your help.
Of course.
So guys, we can see the screen here, Avazoo Associate Program. If you're not familiar with this, and I know we've got new people signing up every day, so we want you to be aware of what this is. So I won't spend too much detail on it, but if you can go to the 5 advantages of the program. The program, guys, is basically we're going to businesses who get a chance to earn money without, well, let's go through them right here. The advantages. Number 1, these businesses earn a 5% revenue for any ticket that's purchased through their QR code. And I don't want to get too detailed because some people have heard this multiple times, have heard this training, not this exact training, but they've heard the AAP training. And it's all spelled out here, guys. If you need to know the details, the steps on how to get this set up. But in essence, your AAP person is going to earn 5% commission from any ticket sold through their QR code. Okay, that's one huge advantage. 5% new revenue for them. We know, does it talk about what okay, so let me add that they don't have to handle any tickets. They're not printing tickets like a lottery. They're not collecting money like a lottery. They're not receiving tickets, pulling, having a person that's got to be working the cash register to receive that money, print tickets. Then when someone wins a small prize, which we have, how many prizes that are in a raffle? 16,666,000 people are going to win a cash prize in our raffle. So that's 1 in 3 odds. But with ours, it's all hands off. So 5% direct commission, and they're not touching money. They're not touching tickets. If the winning ticket happens to come from the winning $1 billion winner comes from their QR code, they're $3 million richer. And any one of the 100 second place cash prizes that come from their QR code, they're $100,000 richer for that. Now, what's in it for you guys is the AAP with these options. You win, correct me if I'm wrong, $1 million, Justin, is the number that they win if the grand prize comes from their AAP. They win $1 million, or if it happens to come from their direct ticket, is that right as well?
Yeah, from the direct sale as well too. Yeah,
direct sale or an AAP, which the AAP just leverages you multiple times from what you can do, which is why this is such a great opportunity for everyone on this call. And with second prize, is it 50,000 that they get, Justin, or no? They're not in for the second prize. Do we know that answer? I should know. I'm the manager of this. You've got 1,000,001 things. I apologize. That's really
I'm trying to remember for that one. Paul, I think Paul's back. Paul would.
That's really unfair for me to say. I apologize. That is really unfair. You got 1,000,001 things to do, and now I'm asking you for help, guys. We'll get that answer to you, but it is a great opportunity for you from another standpoint. Every single ticket that's sold there, as far as increasing your probability of winning, the AAP, who gets a free ticket, that's the last thing talked about here, but they're going to get 15 entries, 15 free entries, which is what you get when you have anybody sign up. That same thing with the AAP. So the AAP is getting free entries, and you're getting the mirror image of that. Every ticket sold through that AAP, you're getting 15 additional entries of your unique ticket added into the drawing, which just increases your probability of getting one of the bigger prizes immensely. And it's if you are out there, everyone knows that there are challenges when it's oh, there you go. You go through. It's challenging when you're out there trying to sell individual tickets, and we can all do that, and we all need to do that because this opportunity is here. It's in our lap right now. Those who take action are going to get rewarded, and we do have people taking action, and they're out there leading the pack. But everyone has a chance. The gun has just gone off. We've all got a chance to go out there and make this happen. And the program we're talking about today just leverages your capabilities beyond belief. So 15 free entries for every ticket that your AAP sells. That's massive. So the third one is the 100,000 cash prize. So there's 100 people that will win $1 million, and your AAP will get $100,000 for each one of those winners that come through his QR or that owner's QR code. The fourth thing we've got up here as AAP advantages is they're going to be able to say, I'm a part of this. Our company believes in giving back, in paying it forward, and Avazoo is our vehicle for doing that. And all the great things that our company is about, what our mission is, and why we're offering this AAP program, because we want people to have an opportunity like you guys on this call to go out and leverage the relationships that you've built. And if you don't have a lot, hey, go out and forge new relationships. What better gift can you give them than the opportunity to be a part of the world's largest philanthropic effort that I've ever heard of? So they get to be a part of this. And the fifth thing, they also get a free $100 VIP raffle ticket into the world's first $1 billion raffle. So guys, that's it in a nutshell. We're on the page here that can go into more of the details, and we're adding things. If you've been around Dave and Paul and Justin and the creative team that we've got, I can't go through the whole list. There's so many people. We're always trying to, where it's possible, increase the motivation and incentives for people to participate. Just being a part of the program and everything we represent made me initially want to be a part of this, and then everything that keeps getting added on. That's why forgive me for not knowing what incentive, if there is an incentive for you for second prize. I do believe there is, and I'll find that out. But we are trying to always increase the value to the people involved in Avazoo that want to be a part of this. So, and that's you, the people that are on this call that I'm talking to, that want to be trained and want to understand how this program works. It's all right here, avazoo.com/AAP. It's not challenging. It is a huge opportunity, and we need you to go out there and you'll be rewarded if you go out and take action now. We've got our payment processing system is set up. We've got all the incentives for you to do it. This is an opportunity for you to bless these companies, big and small. But I would go, if you have any concerns, go start with the smaller companies that are not already doing lottery. And you can hit big ones, especially if you have relationships there. Go ahead and hit the big ones, but get your feet wet first. But get started. Paul, you want to add something?
I'm just going to play them the video, which is on the AAP page, because this is something that you can get from YouTube itself. It's already on there, and it's something that you, if you're emailing out, could add. It's only a couple of minutes long, but it's the top 10 reasons why to become an AAP. And I think it's worthwhile.
Why would you want to join Avazoo's Associate Program?
Can you hear that?
Please allow me to briefly explain all of the incredible benefits that are in it for you and your business. 1. Making money by posting marketing material with your personalized QR code in your business. 2. Supporting important humanitarian efforts across the globe. 3. Having your business associated with the greatest fundraising program ever conceived. 4. Earning 5% revenue streams digitally without collecting or paying out any money on Avazoo's behalf. 5. Allowing your customers to duplicate revenue streams for your business over and over again. 6. Knowing that your employees will not need cross-training of any kind. 7. Receiving a free VIP raffle ticket entry, valued at $100, for participating in the AAP program. 8. No customer service required. 9. No customer complaints to deal with. 10. No licensing or insurance of any kind needed. Those are a lot of benefits for your business, and the only requirement is to post marketing material with your personalized QR code around high traffic areas of your business. Hopefully you are excited to learn more, and will allow one of our representatives to answer any questions you might have about this incredible program. Thank you.
Beautiful, Paul. Thank you. That is really concise. Gives you all the other reasons why you want to.
So yeah, there's 10 reasons for people to get involved. Really, it's not just about the money side of it. It's also about the ease of it for them. They don't need to really do much other than put something up in the high traffic area. Like it says there's no licensing, no customer support, no customer service, anything like that at all. There's no taking of money, no paying of money. It is just sheerly putting a QR code up, high traffic area, and earning a residual income from there. And as long as they are part of the program, they have got those people tied to them. That person can only have one ticket. This is the main thing to remember. It's not like other lottos where you can buy a ticket from the gas station on a Wednesday and then you can go down to the pub or off license on a Friday and buy another ticket for the draw on the Saturday. You can only buy one ticket. Because you can only buy one ticket, it's tied to that person through the QR code. If they have a ticket in the first draw, the third draw, the eighth draw, you're always going to get that 5% as long as they stay part of the Avazoo AAP program. And it's very easy for them to stay part of it. All they need to do is put the QR code up and keep it up. They don't need to change the QR code at any time for anything. It just stays up there and it's always for them. Even if we end up bringing on multiple draws per month, the more people that scan it, the more people are going to have tied to them. Again, if someone else goes and scans another QR code somewhere else, they can't purchase another ticket because it'll always say you've already got a ticket. So it is a no-brainer for these companies. Again, we keep saying there's no machinery or equipment. There's no buying of inventory. There's no payouts. There's no taking any money. There's no license. It is a true no-brainer in this situation for the AAPs. And again, the more they put into it, the more business they bring to Avazoo, the more Avazoo will do for them. We have the app, which everyone knows about, but we can put them in the supporters links and send traffic to them if they've got websites. We can't promise them a sale, but we can send traffic to them.
So, Paul, and just listening to you, I had another idea come up, and that's why I really want, I'm glad these people are on the training, and I just trying to take events that have happened to me and things that are going around. In Wisconsin on Friday, they have fish fries. Every restaurant that serves fish fry, they have traffic from 5 p.m. in the evening till 8, 3 hours of just literally 3, 4, 5 times more traffic than they normally get in those restaurants because I don't know, something about Midwestern people in that state, they love their Friday night fish fries. So what you could do is go to the owner of any one of those establishments. If you do a little extra work, the things that Paul's saying, see, some people just have so much on their plate they can't do anything. If you just take a little initiative, go in there and ask for permission to print out his QR code. Maybe it's just a business card and it offers something on it, but it's got the QR code for them to scan. And then you could even do your own little thing for them and say, look, Friday night's your slam. What does it look like Monday, Tuesday, every other day you're open? And maybe you have some kind of punch card where they eat 5 meals. You buy them a $20 ticket. That's costing you $4. You know, you're giving back. Now you get some excitement going, and you're flooding your restaurant on these slower day times. I mean, guys, we know we attract a bunch of intelligent, creative people to Avazoo, and this is an opportunity for you to be rewarded for your creativity, your gumption. Go out there, take some initiative, and everything that Paul's just shown you here. You've got the materials, you've got the opportunity, but get a little creative and go do something. If you will plant your butt and be available and do little creative things like talk to that owner, and what I just said, offer them something extra. You'll get it going, and then from that creativity and the positiveness, other things will stem from that, and you can, but you got to get the fire ignited.
Very true.
So, guys, Paul, thank you for jumping in. Justin, thank you for your help. Are there any questions that we've got that have come up?
Bear me 1 second. I don't think we've had any questions come up yet. The ticket they are given, does it have the name of the person or the name of the company listed as a ticket holder? Yes, it does. It has the name of the person, because all they're giving it is a coupon for a free ticket, and they have to register that ticket. So as soon as that's registered and it's made live on our system, it's registered to the person. It's not registered to the business name, because a business can't have an account. So it's just registered as a person. On the back of that, it has to be the same person that registered the AAP. So they can't go and sell it to someone else. That's not what that ticket's for. It's as a reward for being an AAP.
Yep. Very concise. Thanks, Paul. And not a bad question. You must be a new person with us. That's why we're holding these trainings. But yes, every ticket is assigned to one person, and as Paul just eloquently explained, that's the way we're set up, and it's tracked by the email. The same person that registered as an AAP will be the one that must register, or will get the voucher and be the one who registers for that complimentary ticket. So any other questions you see there, Paul?
No. And just to add to that as well, the reason it has to be that way is because for every ticket the AAP sells, they get 15 additional free entries. So it's to push the AAP to sell the tickets to get the additional free entries. If we gave that to Joe Public, they wouldn't be. It wouldn't be fair on a normal person, because they'd have an unfair advantage as being a business.
Yeah, guys. Again, go back and listen to this recording if you need to. Go back and listen to the previous one. But it's not rocket science, but it is an amazing opportunity for you to really make a difference in your family's legacy, in your own personal wealth. If you help enough people get what they want and need, you'll get everything you want and need. That's a fundamental rule of life. So we've got an opportunity here that is ready for prime time. The gun's gone off. Those who get out there first, get their feet wet. We're available if you have questions, but it's very simple. Avazoo.com/AAP, which is an acronym for Avazoo Associate Program. This isn't super complicated, but it is super rewarding, super beneficial. And as Paul stated here, it is not challenging for the business. We take all the difficulties out of having or adding something new or extra to what they're already doing. And as I just intimated earlier, if you'll take a little creativity and go in there and offer to solve a problem or reduce a problem for these busy restaurants, auto mechanics, you use your own creativity, but go in there and say, look, I know you got people waiting. Sure, they're not all extremely happy. And then you take it from there. You be creative and figure out how to get those people involved.
Again, adding to the question, for major corporations, it doesn't have to be the direct owner of the corporation. It can be a representative of the corporation, but it can only be in one person's name. So where you put Shell or Exxon, it'd have to be the representative that you dealt with there. Now, it's down to them. That's company policy. They might say put it in the accountant's name, because it's all going to go into the business if they win these 3 million. They might say put it into one of the vice president's name or the president's name, the CEO, however that corporation's set up. But yeah, it has to be in someone to do with the business. So it can't go in Shell's name or Exxon's name. It has to go into a person's name, because as a company, it comes down to KYC, because when we're doing the payouts, we have to go through KYC. So we actually have to look at government documentation. We have to put a face to the name, so on and so forth. It becomes very sort of grey lined when you put a picture of Shell up there, and it could be anyone claiming that's can get access to a document that says I'm from Shell. It's just much easier if we can narrow it down to a person. But very good questions.
Yeah, great. Avazoo.com/AAP, guys. That's the basics of what you need. Those are all the advantages that are spelled out there in that wonderful short video that Paul brought up. That's what you want to lay in front of people. If they say I'm too busy, you give them that, lay that in front of them, or the gatekeeper that you've got there. But yeah, go to the places you're familiar with, you already do business with. And if they're providing any kind of service to the general public, they should be an AAP candidate. If they've got people that wait in line that physically go to their brick and mortar building, that's where I would start. Anything else you want to add, Paul? Thank you for all your great help.
I'm just trying to find out if there's a link for the next call if you want to be on the team building one, because Dave's due to start that on the hour. Oh, I think Justin's just popping on now.
Okey doke.
Hey, Justin. No, he's gone again.
All right. That is on the calendar as well, Paul?
Yeah, it's starting in just over 20 minutes. It's going to be here on StreamYard again. I'm just trying to find out the link details.
Can you guys hear me now?
I can.
Okay, perfect. Sorry about that. Yes, the team building call is up next, and that's going to be on a separate link. If you guys need the links, you can find them in the CRC calendar, or just if you're watching from Facebook or YouTube, just go back to our page, and we should be live right at the top.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Fantastic. Again, another quick question there. Are we putting the AAP links and QR codes back in our dashboard? Your personal QR code's always going to be in your dashboard. A QR code for a business, they have to set up their own account to get their personal QR code. And at the moment, the links are in the main website at the bottom with all our other programs. You got the associate program there, non-profit, you got the sponsorship program, and you got the corporate loyalty program down there at the minute. But yeah, your QR code should already be in your dashboard for your personal one. And if it's a business that comes on board, once they sign up as an AAP, they'll have their own dashboard that they'll be able to go to. I hope that answers your question.
So, Paul, so on the AAP form, it will ask them who referred them, and when they send it from there, it's automatic, right? It'll be connected to them when they send the AAP from there. When they send it out, let's see.
We have to use a QR code for our AAP link. Yeah, I'll get that. If that's not on there, I'll get that sorted. But yeah, your QR code's your personal QR code. So you can take the QR code from your dashboard and add it in. I'll speak to Roy and see if we can get it put back on as a button.
Yeah, I know the Avazoo form for our AAP associates, the companies we want to sign, they ask specifically who referred them as well. So that's on there, manually. But then I think we have the electronic link as well.
Okay.
So we will get that answer for the next training, guys. The prize money for second place, if there is one, and the direct link. I know it was a one time. I don't know how it works. If it happens automatically or not. That's a great question. Who asked that question, Paul?
Jay McKenzie.
Okay.
I'm saying that right.
Very good. Yeah, no, that's key, and it is requested on the form. Whoever and you're going to know.
Yes, they don't have to put a QR code in. It says the Avazoo representative's name if you've not got a referral code, so you can put your name in there as well. If you have the name of the Avazoo representative that helps you, please give this us. But yeah, if you've got a referral code as well, that's brilliant.
And then when they respond, when they fill out that form, it comes back to us, and you are the refer. That's on there. We know. Yeah. And then we reach out to you, letting you know where we're at. You would also, having been the person that went to that business, you're going to be querying me mainly. Hey, how did you get a response? They filled out the form. Do you have it? So,
yeah, it's John. John's the guy that asked you about the trifolds. Have you got them fixed yet?
As far as them printing out properly, I will check that and have an answer for him on the next training call, because I did query, but I haven't got a response yet, or I haven't seen it. Maybe I do.
We'll make sure that we get in touch with you direct, John.
What's his last name? Oh, Mackenzie. I've got it. Yeah. I know John. Okay. Great questions, guys.
Okay, so it's 19 minutes to the next call, and like Justin said, you can come back in the same way with the new link. It'll be up on the way you came in through YouTube and things like that. So we'll see you in 20 minutes.
All right, great. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Justin. Thanks, Dave.
No problem.
See you on the next one, guys.